Hi there, Titans. Welcome to another video. Today we will be talking about how to use payment integration in Titan Web. Now, there are a few different ways that you can accomplish this depending on what payment integration you use. So if you are a Stripe member, then we have a Stripe widget that you can use. So I added in the Stripe widget by going to the plus sign, going to widget, and then here is the Stripe integration widget. So let me just drop that in for you so you can watch that happen. So we just drag and drop this into our project. And then this is where we will integrate our payment, but we will do that in a moment because you can also integrate several other different payment methods. And you can just have this done through a button, and then that will open up that particular payment methods modal, and they can enter in their payment method, payment information there. So let me show you how you set up your payments. You go to the settings wheel, go to tools, and then you can come down to payments right here and click the settings wheel. This is where you can add all of the payments that you need, and you're welcome to use more than one. Here are the current options that you have for collecting payments through your online web project. So if you chose PayPal, then you would configure your PayPal integration using your PayPal credentials, and the same for every other payment method. So I'm going to use Stripe since that is the one that I have on hand. The first step is to select your currency. You are welcome to choose from any of these currencies, or if you do not see one listed, then you're also able to choose other, and this will be a parameter that you can set from your payment integration. If you wanted to have multiple options, then you're welcome to do that. You can set up one payment integration with such as the Australian dollar, and then you would also enable another payment integration for the American dollar, whatever you'd like. So I'm going to choose this one for simplicity. And then I'm going to pause my video and enter my credentials using Stripe. Whatever payment method you use, make sure that you set up your credentials that you're given with that payments provider. So, all right, I'll see you in a second. All right, so now that we have configured our payment integration, we can now set up our parameters. You're able to choose between basic, actually, nope. So if you wanted to set up parameters, you can do this by just choosing your structured parameters, and then you can, define where these are coming from. And you can also set up your own custom parameters if you would like to, where you just are going to create a parameter and map it like so. And then this is the option for what happens after the payment is complete. You have the option to send an email to the user. You can create an email, add in the recipient using their email, set the content, enter attachments, whatever you'd like. You can have it redirect on success and redirect on failure. So if you wanted on success to, be a success page saying like, oh, congrats, you paid, thank you, then you can do that. Or you can also do a different page on failure, maybe give them the option to go back and reset, try again. All right. And then the layout, this is, the label for this integration. So I'll call this Stripe payment. And then this is actually like the field that has the total amount in it. So I will just set that in a second. And then the integration. So this is what happens after the integration of the payment happens. So you may want to update a opportunity to say that they have paid, or you can set up the payment to be saved in Salesforce. So let me show you all about that. So you'll set up a push, and on this account, so I actually in my instance, I'm creating an account, and you have the option to put in any of the fields from, let me show you this first. So under advanced, this is automatically set to only take place upon payment. This is really important, so you don't want it to update if the payment doesn't go through or before the payment. So this is automatically checked if you map this through the payment integration process. And then it's also going to save to my submissions, and this is important for if there's like a reoccurring payment, or if the payment doesn't want to go through, doesn't go through or something. It's important to just save that. So that is already being saved, and then you can unselect these if you'd like. But I strongly recommend that you want these actions to take place after the payment goes through. All right, so I'm going to click apply and close, apply, close. Let me just add in a field for this total amount. Okay, cool. And then let's go back into our payment integration to change that. Tools, payments. Let's edit this one, and then under layout, I'm just going to select that value. All right, yeah, that works. Next, choose that account create, and then click apply and close. And so now that is set up, then you can, if you're not using the widget for Stripe, and again, you can only use that if you're using Stripe, for whenever you want this modal to open up, you would go to the on-click action and configure action, and that is where you can enable this payment to take place. So choose your payment, close, apply, apply, and save. All right, and then for the same thing for if you're using this modal, you'll want to configure that. So make sure under content, it says configuration not set. So we need to go to the settings and then just choose that payment. So I'm going to click close and save. And now let's preview this. All right, so my payment account. So this is something interesting. You could have on this modal or on this widget, you can decide whether it's like 1 line or 2 lines or 3 lines, and you'll enter in the payment information. 424. I don't remember the zip code. Okay. So we can pay through here, like so. Or if we wanted to pay through this modal, maybe I put $70. And we can click pay here. And this is where the payment will be set up. So yeah, that is how you can do it. And you can, of course, set this up to be with any of those payment options for your users. And then after the payment goes through, then you can check the integration logs and see that the web payment was going through right there. So web payment. And it was also saved to my submissions. And I needed to create an account, so I think that was my error here. But as far as everything else, the payment has gone through, and that is how it's done. So thank you for watching, and I hope that this video helped.